In this video, we're going to talk about what's new with AI on AWS. All right, so tell me what's been happening with AWS and the AI world.
Yeah, okay, well, quite a bit, as I'm sure you've seen being here on the show floor. First, I think the most important bit to think about here is that AWS is demonstrating here at the show floor Agentic AI and how it's transforming media and entertainment. And we're doing that in a lot of different ways. As you know, Gen Z is consuming 88% of their streaming content mobily, right? In vertical format. And so this is actually now making broadcasters compete with the likes of Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, right? And just as we've done with Elemental Technologies, with the streaming revolution over 10 years ago, we've actually launched a way for our broadcasters and streamers to meet this moment with their customers, create verticalized video through a new service called Elemental Inference.
Okay.
So you'll see quite a bit of that on the show floor. I think it starts with the front activation. If you walked by at all, you would have seen we have a Cloud Court challenge. And this is not only just showing what's on the booth, but how to use this in a real world scenario. And so you get the opportunity to go shoot a few shots. We're taking the capture of you with a bunch of cameras there. We're in partnership with MLSE, and they own the Toronto Raptors. And you can take a couple of shots. We're using biomechanics and showing you the similarity of how you shoot and who you shoot like on the Toronto Raptors. Okay. My similarity score is very low. We'll just say I don't think I made a single basket. Yeah. But not only are we doing that and showing statistics in real time, but then we're giving you a little cute player card to take back with you, but also an Elemental Inference clipped vertical video of your shots in real time. So I think that's one area that people should check out. Yeah. That really shows Elemental Inference in action.
And that's all happening agentically, like the recording, clipping.
All of that
is being coordinated by
in real time.
agents.
So not only are we doing, we can do VOD clipping and vertical. I don't think that's super new. I think what's really innovative with this is that you're doing this vertical video with live content in real time, and the latency is very nominal, like sub 10-second latency.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah.
And then tell me about the last week. There was the case study demo video that came out with at Amazon Studios. Wonder Project.
Yeah, we've got
Wonder Studios.
So we're not only just about like broadcasts and streamers, right? We're about content creators too. And I think the case study that you're talking about is a new company called Innovative Dreams, and that's a collaboration and partnership with AWS, with Luma AI, and the Wonder Project. And so I don't know if you're familiar with the Wonder Project and John Irwin, who did The House of David. Yes. And so we have this great collaboration together, and really we're announcing the concept of doing real-time hybrid filmmaking. Yeah. And so, I mean, this is pretty new. This is pretty exciting. And that it takes live performance capture, but it also takes visual effects. And if you think about LED walls and having actors being able to perform in an immersive, the environment is an immersive environment, so they can really get the feel instead of just being overlaid on a green screen. So that's one of the latest announcements that we've done. So we moved kind of from like just the broadcast and streamers into the content creators. As you know, content creators like their tools and their tooling. And one of the other things I think we're showing on the demo floor moves and extends in that content creation space to allow developers the ability to utilize and vibe code and make their work more efficient. So we have an IDE called Kiro. It's an agentic IDE to help non-developers, and laymen be able to code and do extensions and unblock their work. And so we've got a really amazing demo down there where we had a gentleman, he's a non-developer, non-coder, but he loves Adobe Premiere. And so he wanted to be able to take Adobe Premiere and take his assets and dump them into a media lake to be able to do video content understanding, right? Content consumption and intelligence. And if you had to go to a vendor and you had to ask them to create a plugin for you, it'd take a long time. Right? Within one afternoon, he vibe coded with our Kiro agent a plugin for Adobe Premiere to pull out a side panel and be able to put his assets directly into Media Lake. So, he was able to unblock himself and be able to actually extend on a tool that he already knows and loves.
Do you see more developing in that kind of vibe coding space and also unlocking other AWS usage? Because I feel like, for me as a non-coder, non-developer, AWS has been like, okay, cool, I get it, but I can't use all the pieces because it gets technical to plug the pieces together. But if I have a conversation with a chatbot, it starts coding, and then it's just hey, I need to spin up an S3 bucket.
Yeah.
I don't have to go into the panel and figure that out. It can just do it.
It does it for you.
So do you see this kind of further developing where it's just, I guess, more AWS products could be used by people who are not technical, not developers?
Yeah, 100%. As a matter of fact, you'll see a lot of demos downstairs. A good portion of these demos, more than half of these demos, were all done using Kiro and using the IDE to be able to quickly generate the code that was required and necessary to build out for a demonstration like this. But not only using it for demo purposes, because that's more in the art of the possible. The art of the real is we have people going into production with this every day.
With Kiro, with the with
coding, so they're using the Kiro agent to be able to code, and then
we're talking about two different production uses. I was still in film land. I'm thinking film production.
Sorry,
you're talking software production. Got it.
Software production. So they're able to deploy it.
We're going back to Moses
in near real time.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I feel also applying that even to the Wonder Studios project and Moses. In a sense, that is kind of vibe filmmaking and figuring out these new processes.
Yeah, they're being able to describe the scenes that they want and build it with AI.
Yeah.
And they're in minutes, not hours, days, weeks, being able to set up the scenes that they want to set up using Agentic AI.
It's still a mid-size scale. How do you feel these tools and sort of the AWS platform can enable that kind of workflow for even smaller scale productions?
Yeah, I think we've got customers of every shape and size. One announcement we just did, and I'll take it on the other angle for 1 second, which is a very large customer of ours, but Fox Corporation. They just signed a deal with us to be the AI cloud provider of choice, and that is for every part of their organization. So whether it's from content creation all the way through to distribution, being able to do more innovative and new use cases with generative AI. But we're not only seeing large enterprises do this, but back down to your point is we have small, medium-sized business customers able to utilize Kiro, Bedrock, Agentic Core in a really easy way to be able to actually create their own agents and be able to unlock and create more efficiency within their own operations. And we're seeing that every day.
Okay, and then also on the streaming side, any updates there?
Look, I think AWS has been the cloud provider for streaming over the last decade. We've got over 1 billion customers who watch streams that are all powered by AWS Elemental. And so these are all the streaming services that you know and love.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think what you're going to see with Elemental Inference is we're empowering them to be our customers to bring vertical video to that next era and that next generation.
Cool. Well, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
It's great to talk.